Hello, Jolene. Thank you so much. Wrote me a wonderful email. Explain why you wrote the email to me.
Sure. Well, I'm really grateful that you had this class. And my story is that my husband had overdone it in the gym, as he is a little bit prone to do. He's 75 and he's very active. He looks like he's 60. Um, and he has had some issues with his back before. He had a decompression surgery in his lumbar spine. They just which was excellent. He had really, really good results. So I was really concerned when he injured again, but it seemed more like it was an SI problem. And I'm a retired PT. I had a practice for about 30 years. And so I was able, and I've been sort of treating him on and off, but I was able to ascertain, this is something that, is more localized, and it just seemed like it was that. And lo and behold, like the next day after that, there was an email that came through my inbox about an SI joint protocol. So I thought, wow, this is great. And it was very inexpensive. I don't know, 60, 70 bucks, something like that. And I thought, this is fabulous. So I'm going to take this 2-hour class, and I'm going to he can watch it too. He used to work in my PT clinic as a strength and conditioning coach. And so we watched it, and he started doing the exercises. They were very simple. And immediately he felt better. And I was really, really impressed. And so he did these every day. I think by day 3, he was clear. And so at that point, I wrote you an email, and I just thanked you for this work, because it was so different. I sold my practice in 2003, and I continued to see patients privately in my home for probably another 10 years, and had been in and out of mostly what I was doing was Watsu therapy in the water, and not really specifically zeroing in on a certain area. So I was really, really impressed with how our field has grown in term, and very impressed with your class, because the science, and the way that you have crafted this protocol based on science and observation, and it just was, it was wonderful, and I so appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that great story. Now, that actually happened how many months ago?
Well, I'm retired now, so every day is Saturday.
But I'm just saying, this just didn't happen last week.
No, this
He
was last spring.
responded.
Yeah.
It was in the spring, right? I believe I got your email at the end of April.
Okay, there you go.
So, and now it's August. So it's been a while. And so did he have any relapses? Did he have to go back and do the exercises? Tell us what happened in between.
He's not doing them anymore. In fact, I just told him that I'm being interviewed by you, and he had to go find the handout, because I wanted to refresh in my mind. And we're working out at the gym, and everything is great, and no problems at all. No lingering after effects. It was definitely a fix. So
That is awesome. And so you never purchased the book, correct?
I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, we just did I think there's 5 exercises. He has a little band in the
Yep.
pillow.
So those exercises are the basis of the PGM method, and they are meant to be remedial exercises, meaning that you do them and so that you can go do what you really love, And so what you had in the course was a therapist's view and approach to the pelvic girdle musculoskeletal method. And in the book, which is called Sacroiliac pain, this has a review of the anatomy and things like that, so that consumers can pick this up and then kind of understand why they're doing what they're doing. And it talks about pain education and how that can be player in it. So that that doesn't surprise me that you didn't need the book, because the book is more geared towards consumers, you know, and then you did take the course. And so did your husband.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So that is awesome. All right. Well, Jolene, thank you so much for your time. And I'm very happy that we had a chance to meet each other, and hopefully we can collaborate in the future.
So the thing that I loved about this technique was I graduated in 1983, and I learned all of these tests for diagnosing the SI joint, including the um, uh, Giselle, what's the name of it?
Gillette.
The Gillette test, where you take one thumb under the PSIS and the other on the sacral sulcus, and you have them, bend one knee, lift, stand on one leg, and then the supine to sit, and you're examining the malleoli, and then looking at the ASIS when they're in supine, and all of this stuff was very subjective, and the interrelator reliability and intra-relator reliability were always it was like a Ouija board, trying to figure things out. So what I really appreciate about this approach was the science. And, it just seems like things have been so much more refined since I was practicing. And I really appreciated um, just the objective measurements, and the proof is in the pudding. These exercises work, and they're durable. My husband had a history of falling off a ladder and landing on his ischial tuberosity about 25 years ago, and so he's had some instability. He had a hypermobile SI joint, and and we have been treating it, on and off for years and years. But this particular episode that he had last spring was totally fixed by these techniques, and so I really appreciate your work and your study and your diligence. So I highly recommend this for everyone.
Thank you very much, Jolene. And that was the method you're talking about is the PGM method, or the Pelvic Girdle Musculoskeletal Method, which is the basis of both of my books. Okay, great. Thank you again so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you.